today on Inspires Over 50.
We're excited to upgrade the lights on this particular Hyundai Genesis Track Edition, the 3.8 liter. It's a fantastic car. So what we're doing today is we're going to change out the lights. So now we have black housing instead of silver housing. So the black housing, same setup with the lights, but we have this great LED row at the bottom, which should be pretty fucking amazing. So we're going to do that. And then we have our rear lights that have the red sequential beep, 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 as they light up, and then at the bottom the row of bright LEDs as well. So stay tuned. We're gonna just see how this looks, and we're gonna do a little time-lapse video and then the side-by-side at the end. So stay tuned. What I'm doing now is obviously prepping the trunk. I'm getting to the back of the lights. I pulled off the plastic panel that's on the back. Started to loosen up the nuts. They're 8mm. There's about 5 of them, I believe, taking those off. That's not hard. The one up in the left I'm working on right now, that one was stuck up underneath there, and it was hard to get the ratchet behind it with the underneath the plastic, whatnot. So now we're on the front. We've got everything loose. We're trying to figure out why this thing is not coming apart. So now it's starting to get confusing. I'm reading the instructions again. We got a screwdriver. What we're doing is trying to apply gentle pressure behind each of the little panels there. You can see in the gray, and my dad is on the outside there trying to actually get behind the lights a little bit, which is a little scary for any kind of paint damage, but nothing happens, thankfully enough. But there, we just popped it out. So now it's out. That was the hardest one. Now I'm switching to the other side. As you can see, I pulled off the plastic panel. There we have the screws coming off easily. This is a pretty easy job. Everything was loose. You know, the nuts were not rusted at all. We had some leaks in the trunk with the old lights. Definitely needed to be updated. I'm not sure where the water was coming in at. We have to make sure seals are good on these things. So there we are. The screws are already off. Look, the lights already popped out. That's how quickly that one came out. So the right side was really easy. Left side was a little more difficult. Stick with it. Stay with it. You'll be all right. Now we're about to put the lights back on, the new ones, that is, install those. So I mount it quickly, and then I go, oh my gosh, I don't have the rubber seal, what do you call that, gasket on there. So that's what I'm doing now, is putting the gasket together, putting it all through the little holes there for the screws, and then of course push it on. We're having a hard time with this one, getting it back into place. So that was what was difficult there, is look, we're just keep fiddling with it. You got to come in from the left-hand side, get underneath it, on the left light that is. You got to get underneath this little button almost, this tab that's mounted to the back of the lights, onto this little button that's mounted onto the car, and we had a heck of a time with it, but here we've gotten it together. Now it's basically just, essentially just getting everything tightened up back together and do the other side. So the other side we're hoping comes together easily because it came apart easily, which is pretty much the case. We were able to get that one together and screws in. We already did the gasket. We did this once already, so everything was just that much easier to try to get done. You can see I'm already tightening it all back up. So we're finished with that. That looks good. Just looking over everything, making sure, tighten everything. Now these are the resistors, I believe, the bronze resistors that I'm putting in. So I'm going to leave details in the description below about what I'm using. But right now I'm testing the lights. It looks good, and we're moving on to the next step. So now we're on the front. Here's the plan with that. So I watched videos about this straight from the people I bought which is RC Racing, I believe, that I got these lights. So it is a bumper off installation. So right now I'm taking off the 6 kind of safety clips down below with the Phillips. At the same time, I'm removing screws on the fender wheel well, and then there's going to be some above the grill. Once I have those undone, then that bumper should be popping off. And right now I'm working the ones under the wheel well. Same here. There's just one that kind of comes up from the ground straight upward. Now we're on the top. Those ones have to be removed. So I've got the first one that goes down, the other ones are straight towards the cockpit, then the other side. Now it's free. All the screws are done. Now it's a matter of taking it off. This thing is not coming loose. That's a problem. Everything we're doing is getting, it should be coming right off. Every video we watched, grab it from by the grill and kind of start prying it off. The left side started popping out. We couldn't get the right side. Right here, I'm watching videos again. I stepped away over to the left, watching videos. I'm stumped, trying to figure out how to do this. As you can see, I'm yanking and tugging at it. You know, my dad came down and helped me with it too, which is basically we're both trying to get it from both sides, which should be the way that this is coming off, and it just wasn't. So I started reviewing more videos. I did see a video about how to take it from the top off and take the light out, but I didn't think that there really could be that much difference between the two. If you had to take the bumper off in one way, then why would it be that easy to just take the light off afterwards? So essentially it's not working. The bumper is not working. It's not coming off. Once again, the screwdriver in the little cracks and crevices of my car. Frustrating because I don't want that obviously to scratch anything or damage anything. So here we are trying to pull the bumper again. Super frustrating. I'm back on the YouTube looking for more videos. And it is just super frustrating because now what was the other job for the rear was an hour. This has turned into 3 hours. This is not a good time. But now I'm kind of looking at the idea of taking it off from the top out, which I didn't think was possible if you had to get the bumper off. Why on earth could you just that easily take it from the top out? Why would anybody do it the other way? So this is where I'm showing my dad the video. And at this point, it's like, this is interesting. Maybe we could do this. So we start looking at what would get this off. There we go. We've loosened it up now, so that's impressive. We've got the light out. Now I'm taping it off with some blue tape, and we're going to put some rags and towels in there. I don't want anything to get scratched, obviously, so we're going to make sure that's safe. Now it's a matter of how we disconnect it. So there was the plug and play that pulls out the plug-in. Then there was this another one that we couldn't figure out how to get it disconnected. And I'll be honest with you, once we did disconnect, we don't understand what it was for, because on the new lights, there was just the plug and play. You know, the main one for the lights, that one worked for the new lights, and essentially that other plug wire, it looked like it had a little motor in it. I'm not sure what that was for. Somebody in the comments, if you know what it was, please let me know. Everything still works in the front end. My fog lights, my automatic lights come on. I'm not sure what that was for. So here we are, still working at it, trying to get this off, This is not frustrating. My dad's letting out the dog, and then suddenly we're like, this is, I think we're good here. Let's do this, do that, do the other, and next thing you know, we got this thing off. And there you go.